Morning, guys. Welcome back to Crypto Future. Not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Make sure you guys are doing your research, okay? Okay, we got a kind of a busy morning for news here. Let's have a look at the markets real quick. Kaspa down 4.2%. I'm picking up more Kaspa tomorrow, so hopefully it stays down. Go down a little more. I'd love it, guys. I would love it. Trying to collect a couple of million Kaspa. Where is my Jasmy people at? Jasmy's up almost 1% on the day, still holding strong above that 204. So that's good, holding support. What we got? Hbar's up 1.4%, 4.7 cents. Algo is almost even on the day at 11 cents. XRP's up 0.7%, 47 cents. Bitcoin held strong above 30,000, guys, 30,300. What do we got? Quant is down 0.5%, $102. Let's have a look at the news today, shall we? So far, you guys, by the way, on the poll that I took for when you guys want the live streams, so far 71% of you guys want it the live stream in the evenings. 21% says early afternoon, and 7% says in the mornings. So when I say evenings, I mean probably somewhere around dinner time, somewhere around there, like a little after dinner, 6-ish, my time. I'm Central Canada, so yeah, keep the votes coming, guys. Let me know, because I got to do it when the most people are going to want to watch it, right? So cast your vote. Let me know ASAP. We're getting close. We're getting to the 500 mark. We only got we need about 170 subs. We're getting there, guys. Keep subscribing so that we can get the live streams going. As soon as we get to 500, we're good to go, baby. My new camera, my new microphone will be here. Be all set up. So what have we got in the news today? Whale Charts is breaking. Standard Chartered Bank, the fifth largest bank in the UK, has announced that Bitcoin could rise to $50,000 by the end of this year and $120,000 by 2025. I think it'll be a little bit higher than 120,000 by 2025. I think it'll be. I mean, I guess it depends. Are you talking about the beginning of 2025 or near the end of 2025? Because around, I think around October, November, we're looking at the blow off top, like top of the bull market. I think it'll be significantly higher than 120,000 by that time. But if you're talking about the beginning of 2025, then yeah, I could see about 120,000. Yeah, that's what. That's about 8 months after the 8 months after the halving, something like that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. $50,000 Bitcoin by the end of this year. I could see mid 40s, 43, 45, maybe 50. Yeah, I don't know. It's the bullish case. Bullish case. We'll see. See what happens with these ETFs, right? That's the key right there is the ETFs. What's going to happen with that? We got Captain Jasmy sends a tweet out to Hara, Jasmy CFO. Hello, Hara, Jasmy CFO. As you know, you have a fantastic community here supporting Jasmy, who are very excited on the future of this project. Are you able to clear some doubts on behalf of the community and update us on the developer wallet transactions, please? Thank you. We got some thread here. People say yes, please. Hara, yes. This person's saying to Hara, yes, we would like to hear this update from you. This is a critical question. Well done. Shame we are not deemed worthy to have this information presented. Maybe it's a KPI or lower the value of the coin. If that's the case, it's well-deserved release. So basically just everybody asking for an update from Hara. I mean, he did just kind of give one, guys, when he spoke in Japan. Gave that speech, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see if he responds to it. I'll keep you guys updated. See if Hara responds, I'm gonna put this video on Twitter as well, and I'll tag him in it, and hopefully he responds. So Hara, can you answer these questions for us, big guy? Please and thank you. What else do we got here? Justin, former SEC chairman, says spot Bitcoin ETF should be approved. Okay, so like this guy is really just rubbing my rhubarb here, guys. I mean, this guy is now criticizing Gensler, which is fine, right? For regulation by enforcement, right? And you know, going into the courts and blah blah blah, you know, saying that what Gary's doing is wrong. This guy started it. Need I remind you? Jake, yeah, like Jake Clayton started this whole mess with Ripple and XRP, the Ripple lawsuit with XRP naming it a security. So now for him to be, you know, playing the other side, it's easy for him to say because he's not being held responsible for the path that he set the SEC on in the first place, right? Him and Hinman. And then, so now he's talking about, well, these spot Bitcoin ETFs should be approved. And he's probably being paid by BlackRock to say that now. And the guy's on Squawk Box saying it. He's probably being paid to say it. And that's just my opinion. But that's what I like. Why would he be saying? It's funny because Gensler's saying the opposite of what he was saying a couple years before he was chairman, and now Clayton's saying the opposite of what he was saying when he was the chairman. Now that he's not the chairman, it's baffling that people don't see that these guys are obviously just pushing out whatever narrative they're being paid to push out. Like it's impossible for you to do a complete 180 like that when nothing's changed in terms of the crypto digital asset ecosystem. Nothing's changed. So why would you do a 180? Right? Both of them in opposite directions. It doesn't make sense unless they're being paid. Right? Got some Hbar news here. Breaking: Hbar provided information and recommendations to the SEC last month. In response to proposed amendments by the SEC to Exchange Act Rule 3B16 regarding the definition of exchange, Hbar Chairman Brett McDowell, in collaboration with the Hbar Governing Council, family provided the SEC with recommendations and feedback, citing significant concerns regarding the potential unintended consequences the proposed changes could bring for Web3 and DLT in the United States. Here's the quote: "We strongly believe," sorry, the writing's really small. "We strongly believe the proposal to amend exchanges rule include the definition." Yeah, I read that part. "The proposal does not yet reasonably define the regulated actor, nor the scope of liable actors, nor does it provide a clear or obtainable path for potentially regulated actors to comply with the requirements of the rule. As a result, the adoption of the proposal would undermine the vast benefits of distributed ledger technology, DLT, to U.S. citizens and stifle or eliminate technological innovation." So, Hbar, you know, the founder, the chairman of Hbar there, or whatever you want to call him, whatever his position is, the CFO, whatever. So they had sent, the Hbar Governing Council, right? And not just one guy, it's their whole governing council. They had sent this to the SEC, their assessment of the rule change for to change the definition of an exchange so that, you know, so the SEC could encompass all exchanges and basically shut them all down, right? And now, while I like that they did this, I'm very, very, very bullish on Hbar. I hold a lot of Hbar, continue to buy Hbar. At the end of the day, like, it's kind of just going through the motions to say that you did it, right? Because they're probably laying groundwork for something, because honestly, at the end of the day, you could send this to the SEC, but Gary's not going to listen, right? he's set in his ways. He's his own bosses in Congress. When he goes and sits in Congress, they tell him how wrong he is, and he just sits there like a jack. Try not to swear on the channel. He just sits there and just is set in what he is doing and what his beliefs are, and there's no point, right? At the end of the day, he's got to go. We got to put enough pressure on him that he resigns. That's it. That's what's got to happen. But good on Hbar's governing council for doing this, though. Very bullish. Speaking of the SEC versus Ripple case, today marks 930 days this case has been going on. 930. That's insane. Will we, let me know in the comments down below, guys, will we get this result in this case before 1,000 days? 70 days to go. So it's two and a half months. Will we get a result before this reaches 1,000 days? Let me know in the comments down below. Tim Warren says, I still believe Bitcoin dominance will hit 60%. What do you say? Nope. No, it will not. There are too many cryptos, in my opinion. There's too many. There's not. It was easy for Bitcoin to get above 60% dominance, 70% dominance back, 1 or 2 cycles ago. There's like 15, probably closer to 20,000 cryptos now. It's I don't think it's going to get much higher than it. Maybe a little. It'll get a little bit higher. I'm not going to say it's not going to go higher than it is now, but I don't see it going too much higher because it's just there's too many cryptos out there. The money is just too widely dispersed out there now, and every single day more and more cryptos are coming online and becoming being invented and being distributed. So I don't see it, but whatever. I mean, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Don't get me wrong. I hold Bitcoin. I DCA into Bitcoin, so I'm not fighting it. Brett Hill says, do members of your family or social circle tease you about cryptocurrency? Now, the reason that I brought this up was because a friend on my Facebook had recently made a comment because I had shared my YouTube page on my Facebook, and a friend of mine had commented, and he went on this paragraph rant about how negative digital currencies are, and it went into all these details about it. Vague, as weird as it sounds, contradicting as it sounds, vague details, right? Uneducated details, basically. So he was basically going on and on about CBDC, right? And this is the phase when I say that we're still early, guys. This is what I'm talking about, okay? So he's going on telling me that I shouldn't be talking crypto because digital currencies it's going to be bad, and it's so the government can monitor our transactions and freeze our money and all this kind of stuff, right? And so he was talking with CBDCs. He's completely confused and didn't understand the difference between a CBDC, like a Canadian government or United States government CBDC, and let's say Kaspa, right? He's completely confused by it. He thinks it's the same thing, right? And that's why I say that we're early, guys. The general population, I would take him as an average person out there, right? Not fully educated in what crypto is, not fully educated in what a CBDC is, and just confused. So he's just, people get confused and everything just gets twisted into digital currency, government bad, and that's kind of the general understanding. And these are the people who are going to start buying in once it becomes mainstream and becomes popular again and stuff like that, right? So that's why I tell you guys that we're early. I had to tell them, like, you're talking about a CBDC. You're not talking about any specific cryptocurrency, right? There's a massive. He didn't even know that each cryptocurrency, well, for the most part, the ones with utility, anyways, have companies behind them and technologies behind them that are working on things and different categories of technology, right? AI and like cross-border payments and all this kind of stuff. He had no idea. Thought it was all just CBDC stuff, right? Bitcoin bad, basically. Whatever the government spoon feeds you at that time, right? So that's why I tell you guys, like, we're super early, guys, super early. Wait until the general population starts getting educated, right? Um, what we got here? Breaking Bitcoin Grayscale sends a letter to judge protesting how can a leveraged 2x Bitcoin ETF be approved by the SEC but not a spot ETF. I believe that the SEC is going to lose that case. They are. I think they know it. I think, again, that's why Gary's trying to change the narrative of things right now, saying that if we're not losing cases, then we're not doing enough, right? He's putting that out there because he knows he's going to lose the Ripple case. He's going to lose this case against Grayscale with the ETF. That's why these ETFs are even being, these applications. BlackRock was probably told by Gary, look, we're going to lose this case against Grayscale, and we're going to have to give them a CBD or an ETF. Sorry. So you got to launch your application now, right? So that you can be first, because whoever is first is going to make the money. Make no mistake about it, guys. That's where most of the people are going to utilize the ETF. If BlackRock gets it first, that's where everyone's going to go for their Bitcoin ETF, spot ETF, right? So that's what's happening here, in my opinion. We got the ski bum says. So he's basically comparing here. He's got a chart. He's comparing Cardano in the last cycle. Okay, so ADA from its early movement off 2 cents, bouncing along the bull market support band, eventually heading to its all-time high of $3 USD. So that's what happened last cycle with Cardano. And I've said this. I've made videos about this, guys. Where Kaspa's in the very same position here, where it could do the same thing, right? It's bouncing at 2 cents right now. It's hovering at 2 cents. We could see a $3 Kaspa. If we see a $3 Kaspa, there's going to be a lot of millionaires out there. A lot of millionaires out there, guys. So I am filling my Kaspa bags like you would not believe. I want to get a couple million, to be honest with you, of Kaspa. Like I said, guys, if you like, I'm fortunate in my career. I make good money, so I'm able to DCA more than your average person is. Now, that being said, though, I still, on top of that, I still work a weekend job. I do extra stuff, to make extra money to dump in, because the more work I do now, the less I'm going to have to do in a couple of years, right? The more I sacrifice right now of my free time, the more time on the beach I'm going to have later, right? More time I'm going to have to do what I want to do later. I don't want to do what I want to do when I'm 65, right? Guys, I'm a retired, I know you guys, I don't say much about myself, but I'm a retired professional athlete. My body's fairly broken, so by the time I'm 65, I'm not going to want to get up and move anymore and stuff like that. So I try to, so I want to get my money now. I want to, in a handful of years, so that I can enjoy my life, right? Before I'm broken down. So yeah, that's, if you have to, guys, like I said, find a job on the weekends, whatever you got to do, to make that extra cash now. Sometimes you got to sacrifice the short term, some spare time, not going out on weekends to the bars and stuff like that. So that you can enjoy your life later, right? So just keep that in mind, you guys. There's always a way to make a little bit more cash. And then I want to close out with Algo here. Very, very bullish on Algo, you guys. Hold a big bag of Algo. I continue to stock up my Algo. I believe we're going to see between a $3 and $5 Algo in this next bull run, and I'm going to be ready for it. Right? My bags are already full on Algo, but I continue to top it up more and more and more as long as it's down these prices. That's 11 cents right now. Yeah, I'm buying more. Are you crazy? 11 cents is going to go to, in my opinion, $3 to $5. $3 on the low end. It's like $3 and like 60 cents or something like that on the low end. So, anyways, guys, that is the news today, this morning. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Hope this helped you in some way. Not financial advice again. Make sure you guys subscribe. We're gonna like I said, I can't wait to start doing the live streams. I'm starting to get jacked up about it because you guys keep talking about it in the comments, and it's jacking me up for it. I'm getting excited for it. So let's get to 500 subs, guys, so that we can start the live streams. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Shoot me a like so that we can push this algorithm out there. And I actually wanted to mention that too. You guys have been really, really phenomenal with the likes. Like, I really appreciate that. You guys always click and like. Most of the time, I upload a video before I even get a chance to look. A couple of seconds after I upload it, somebody's already liked it, and it's just you guys. I appreciate that. I really do. It's absolutely amazing. Let's keep it up. Let's keep the likes up. Subscribe, you guys. I'll talk to you later.